after she allegedly witnessed an ice cream truck driver take photos of students on an Odessa High School campus. One parent did her research on the man, and she found out he happens to be a registered sex offender.
Within a week, the man was placed behind bars for not reporting that he had changed jobs. CBS 7's Lauren Landman has been researching this case all afternoon. Lauren, how could a man convicted of at least 4 sexual assault cases get a job like this working around children?
Jay Tatum, oddly enough, it isn't illegal for a registered sex offender to drive an ice cream truck if they have completed parole and probation. It really only comes down to the employer and whether or not they choose to hire registered sex offenders. Today, I sat down and talked exclusively with the man who hired him, who says it was all just a mistake. The sound of an ice cream truck driving through a neighborhood can be the most exciting part of any child's day.
I had kids chasing me down the street.
But what if one of those friendly faces handing the neighborhood children ice cream was actually a registered sex offender?
It's scary, I mean, for somebody to be riding around on a truck like that where there's kids playing and stuff like that. I mean, they shouldn't be out there.
That's exactly what happened earlier this month when a woman caught a driver of one of Frosty Treats ice cream trucks taking pictures of students.
I've been here 20 years, and this is the first time I've had this situation happen.
Dave Bethune, a manager of the company, hired David Romo, who has sexual assault charges out of Minnesota and California.
We sure don't want people like that. I have a 11-year-old son, and I sure don't want people like that hanging around my shop, and I sure don't want them out there with the children.
Romo only worked for the company for 2 days before his past was dug up. Bethune says the hire was an accident and the company won't hire registered sex offenders, no matter how long ago the offense occurred. So why don't we do background checks on every person that comes in?
We do. Well, not all of them, but we can do them on all of them. And we're supposed to do it on all of them.
And so how did this guy get missed?
Well, he was only here 2 days, so it takes a little bit for us to get a background check on it.
According to state law, registered sex offenders who finish parole and probation are able to work around kids. The only jobs they can't hold include driving a bus, a taxi, a limousine, or run amusement park rides.
But driving an ice cream truck is not on that list, unfortunately.
Because it's not on the list, working for the company wasn't the crime, but rather not reporting a job change to police. Illegal or not, Bethune says these kinds of criminals should never be hired by the Frosty Treats ice cream company. So you think this guy just accidentally went through the system?
Yep.
From now on, what is your proceedings in hiring?
We need to do it before we go ahead and hire them.
Romo is still being held in the Ector County Jail on a $25,000 bond for failing to report his new job. In the studio, I'm Lauren Landman, CBS 7 News.